Alright, listen to me right now. I'm gonna tell you what is going to happen, okay? If you don't own Final Fantasy VII Remake, now let me tell you what's going to happen. Step 1, you're gonna go open your PlayStation 4. Step 2, you're gonna go to the store. And step 3, you're gonna press buy, and you're gonna buy this fucking game. I declare it so. I didn't ask you, okay? I didn't ask. Hey, do you want? I'm telling you, factually, it's not a choice. In 2020, you don't have a choice. You're inside anyway. What the fuck are you doing, huh? Are you, what's your excuse? You're fucking mowing you're going to the, nah. Buy the damn game. Hey everybody, what's up? Welcome back to the Games Case. Today, and only today, we are here to talk about Final Fantasy VII Remake. That's right. This game taking over the internet. It's all the blaze that's going on. It finally came out. It was announced December 2015. I remember watching that PSX where it was announced to be like, they are actually doing it. And I could not believe that shit. Now it is finally here. I beat it last night. My clock was about 44 hours. I did pretty much everything in the game. There's some little battles I missed out on. But I'm going to do those at my New Game Plus. But that's about how long the game would take if you were to do the average of most things in the game. And this game is a fucking masterpiece. Now remember, this is going to be a spoiler-free review. I'm not going to spoil anything. However, me and my friends are going to be doing a spoiler cast later on this week, so stay tuned to that if you're excited to talk about all the little things that change in the game and all that stuff. But this is going to be spoiler free till 93, right? It's 2020, but it doesn't matter. This game, bro, it is everything I want in a fucking video game, dude. It's a game-ass game, and by that I mean it does, like, okay, the original FF7, it's crazy, right? Because Midgar is a 5 to 6 hour segment in the original game. And I actually played it last year, so I'm pretty fresh on it. And it is insane just how there was never a moment where I was playing this game and telling myself, man, they're missing stuff. It's like, they took this chunk of a game and they fleshed it out to be so much more, bro. Midgar feels so alive. There's not a single NPC that has a little dialogue box. It's all voice, right? Every character interaction is voice. Everything in the game is like all voice acted and so well done. And the story, the way they not just retell the story, but the way they flesh it out, because a big issue in the original is that Jesse, Biggs, and Wedge, you barely give a flying fuck about them, right? You don't care. By the way, I probably won't show too much footage because I don't want to spoil shit. You barely give a shit about them. But in this game, you love them so much. They flesh them out, so it makes you care about the things that happen to them throughout the journey, right? It is just so special in that regard. Now, let me tell you about the fucking gameplay, because the gameplay is what blows my mind. This combat system is genius. I think it is the most genius combat system I've ever played in a game, where it's a JRPG, and a lot of JRPGs, the ones that try to be action are too actiony, and the turn-based ones are fully turn-based. This one is an unbelievable mix of both, where you cannot mash square. If anything, your default square hit, where you're mashing your little sword, or you're doing your Tifa punches, or your air spells, they barely do damage. What you're trying to do is build the enemy's stagger meter, which is a meter under their health. And to destroy that, you have to attack their weaknesses, right? And to use their weaknesses, you gotta use spells and other skills that you're learning throughout. And what's genius about it, right, is that you are not only like, you have to pause the battle in the middle of it. So you'll press like R2 and it'll like slow down the combat to it will never, it's not like a fake slow motion. It's like a full slow motion where you're like, it's going this slow, and you can pick everyone's moves. So like, okay, I'm gonna be Cloud. I'm gonna pick out this Buster skill. I'm gonna move to Aerith. I'm gonna choose this spell to shoot, and then I'm gonna choose Tifa and use this. It's like the way it like you flow with the combat is so genius, because you can do it fully action if you want. You can use shortcuts to use the skills on action, or you can really take your time and see these crazy things happen throughout the fights. And it is insane just how the combat genuinely gets better as you unlock new materia, which is a way for you to unlock spells and systems, and the way you actually have different weapons. And what's a genius mechanic in this game that I love, that I want more games to do, is, you know, like the main weapon of a character is something they love. Like Sora's got the Keyblade, obviously. Link has Master Sword. He's got the fucking Buster Sword, like Cloud. Why am I saying he? But what's amazing about it, right, is the fact that you can always go back to the Buster Sword, even though it's the first weapon in the game, because you can upgrade the other weapons and transfer the skill that each weapon has back to the Buster Sword. So I think it's an amazing way to keep you using the main weapon that the character loves the most. And oh my god, this game, I didn't know I was in love with particle effects until this game. Like, this game, the particle effects of just, like, seeing sparks come out of robots, and the music in Fight, bro, like, the remixes of the fucking like, da-da-na-na-na-na-na-na-na-na, da-da, and it, like, goes so over the top and crazy, and it is just so incredible. Like, I just think, everything about this game is amazing, and I think what I adore about it most is, usually, you don't get both, right? And what I mean by that is, think of a game like Uncharted. A game like Uncharted is so cinematic. It's super cinematic. You're doing these crazy set pieces. But the gameplay is lacking. It's mainly like, you know, a cover shooter. It's fine. It exists. It's cool. But in this game, and then in JRPGs, you never get crazy cinematics. Like, think of Persona 5, one of my favorite games ever. You're not getting these crazy cutscene and battle sequences in Persona 5, right? You're doing turn-based fights. It's a story that leads to. But this game managed to have the best of both worlds, where you have the cinematic, crazy moments like Uncharted, but you also get to keep the insane, beautiful gameplay that you're in love with throughout the journey. And I just think the way they blend that together is beautiful. And everything about this game is it's extra in the best way possible. And another massive compliment I can give this game is, you know, in JRPGs, a lot of times you will skip a fight. You'll be like, okay, I just saw like a bunch of enemies. I'm just going to skip the run back. I never ran past an enemy encounter once in the game. Every time I saw an enemy, it felt like I was like, I need to do this fight. I'm not going to flee this fight. I'm going to fight it. I'm going to gain XP. I'm going to learn from it. I'm going to assess the enemy just to see what they're weak to. Use that weakness, try to stagger them. And it's like all these, because you become so invested in love with that combat system that you just want an excuse to play it. And I think that's what I adore the most about the game, is all I wanted to do was play. I mean, it came out Friday, and we're Tuesday, and I played 44 hours, so it says a lot. And I'm gonna New Game Plus it. I want to play it all the time with all my skills and all that. It's like, I just think what I thought was incredible about it, again, without spoiling, is it really feels like it respects the original. Like, you can tell these guys love and give a fuck about the original while also carving its own identity. Like, you can tell that this, I'm not spoiling, but this is its own thing, and you'll understand that by the end of it. Like, it is the original, but I think it's taking it in a not wildly different direction, but a pretty different direction. I can't wait to see where that goes. And overall, man, this game is everything I love and want in a video game. It is fucking stunning visual. Dude, the amount of times in this game I didn't know if I was in a CG cutscene or a gameplay moment is insane, because we've reached that like, this feels like a PS5 game on a PS4. It's insane what they've done, and everything about it is incredible, man. I guess I would say, if I had to find one issue, which is such a minor thing for me, the side quests. So, like, the side quests were, like, they're okay. Like, it's like, you know, the characters will be like, get me something, and again, I don't really, they're cool, they have some cool story modes, but for me, it was just an excuse to play the game more, which I didn't mind. That would be my minor gripe with the game, but other than that, man, I thought every battle was so challenging. I thought everything about, man, this is everything I want in a fucking video game, and this easily enters my top 5 games. I adore it so much. Please play it if you haven't. Please, it is so incredible. It is so worth it. It's so much more than just the beginning of FF7. It is its own video game that kind of makes you rethink it all, and I adore that so much. So that's going to be it for me for now. Thank you all for watching. Let me know what you guys think so far, or if you've beaten it, let me know your thoughts and everything. I'm going to do a spoiler cast. I need to talk about this shit. And what an incredible fucking video game. Thank you all for watching. I love you. Make sure to subscribe for more, and I'll see y'all next time. Peace.